This may be the Shooting World Championships you have not heard about. The first precision rifle Rimfire World Champs was in Italy in 2023. In 2024, precision rifle shooters held their centerfire championships in Colorado, USA. Now it is August 2025 and the planet's fastest and most accurate are battling it out at the second ever precision rifle Rimfire World Championships in Shropshire. They're holding it at the West Midlands Shooting Ground, which has closed off part of its clay range, brought in the builders and put up a world-class precision rifle course.
The US have brought a full contingent, as have the South Africans, the Aussies, and there's a lot of big teams have turned up, and some of the as is fitting, the very best shooters in the world are here.
Off the last counting, something like 21 countries and 256 shooters. So we were meant to have a couple more countries come, but they dropped out last minute, unfortunately.
And have you had to kind of coordinate them all? And I mean, how do they get their guns through?
That's one of the not the headache. That's actually been one of the easiest part is getting the permits for them. I can't emphasise how amazing Devon and Cornwall have been. Devon and Cornwall police have managed every single one of our permits, and they have been absolutely amazing.
It's supposed to be terrible.
I mean, I can't speak for some of those things I'm hearing, but our experience with them has been absolutely tremendous. The guys in the visitor permit department have just been absolutely stellar. Even turning around things in a couple of days, because when people have changed rifles, not realising the complexity of UK law, I've just bought a new rifle, can you just add that to my permit? No, you need about 8 weeks lead time, but those guys are just like, they would just turn them around so quickly and so efficiently.
The UK has put a complete team in, so that's 6 men's open, 4 factory shooters, 4 ladies, 4 juniors and 4 seniors. And the competition for the places on the UK team was really tight. Going back to 2 years ago when we had just 2 ladies, there were 9 ladies took part in this qualification process. Along with, we had, I think it was 6 juniors as well. So it's great to see our junior boys. It's predominantly a boy dominant team this time, although we've got some of the girls coming through for next year.
The first day was quite hard. The wind was much harder than I anticipated. Bit of a rough start. I got better and better. I had one really bad stage that probably cost me 2nd place, but it's just what happens. It's just have to move on.
Holly Duggan is one of the stars of the GB team. She explains how precision rifle is a sport from over there, which is now doing well over here.
It's quite an American-dominated sport. It's come from there. They have more matches in a month than we probably have in a year. But yeah, no, it's growing in the UK, particularly 2-2.
It's very established in the US. Canada, it's picking up since 2020, around that time. With Europe, I think it's a little newer in Europe, but UK seems to have jumped leaps and bounds. And they're like on par with the US now, so it's great seeing how much it's improved.
We're lucky we've got Paint Mines, which is kind of Carnforth way. We've got Dermot Valley at York. We've got 01, which is down south, and a couple of others.
The course here is wooded with a hill in the centre. There are changes in elevation and wind that can be challenging to read. The furthest target is 250 metres and there are 20 scored stages over 4 days. Ben Wood is one of the course builders.
It's sort of come from nowhere. We had a sort of woodland that was used for primarily clay shooting. I think it's quite a famous area of woodland. And we transformed it into what I think everyone would agree is a world-class rimfire venue. The ground have been fantastic. Tom, Deb, Owen and Jess have all been really welcome as a family. We've been so lucky with the relationship we've built with them. And sort of I think what we've been able to deliver on the back of that is sort of, I think it's pretty good.
How easy would it be for other clay grounds to put up a course like this?
I think, with a little bit of work involved, I think it would be really achievable, especially on a scale where you didn't have to host sort of 300 competitors. For a UK-based series, it would be really easy. So if anyone's keen to do it, I think it's definitely a thing to look at.
He's especially proud of his rooftop.
It was a brainchild of a late-night conversation where we wanted a gable end on a roof. And it sort of came from there. Yeah, it was all part of our crazy plans to sort of make this a world-class event.
There is plenty of technique in this sport and it is good for your shooting whatever other disciplines you shoot.
I've been really lucky to be in a squad with Camdyn Powers, who's the ladies champion, and she has the most insane trigger presses. Everything is perfect every time.
So I grew up around firearms, shooting with my dad. He's the one that taught me about firearm safety, rifle safety, and I started competing in 2020. And I was trained by a retired Army sniper. And I think just from the very beginning of my competing career, I always strived for really good fundamentals. So I'm gripping my grip with this hand, and then this thumb is pressed up against my thumb rest, and this basically makes a perfect straight. I touch the trigger first stage and then second stage. And there are times where sometimes I will bend this joint right here, and I can tell, because like that's almost my lazy trigger pull when I bend this. I prefer to have it straight, so then it's the same pull every single time, versus this, you kind of pull like this way or even this way.
The competition is also a great showcase for practical, accurate rimfires, as well as a few crazy ones. This member of the Czech team is sponsored by Anschutz.
We are all together, whole group, and we are trying to represent our rifles that are shooting very precisely. So we are honored to be there for representing them.
Anschutz is using the competition to launch its new 1727 APR range of rifles, which come in a choice between a heavy and a lightweight aluminium chassis, 3 kilograms lighter. Lenka uses the heavy version.
The heavy one because it's perfect when you just switch the magazines. It's nicely heavy when you just put it away. And then for sure you are aware that you're having them with you because they are so heavy. And I would say that it's working so properly with the rifle, with the whole chassis, that is also from the same material, so therefore it's fitting perfectly, and I'm really happy for that. It's all about the weight. When you go on the position, you need to be stable, and that gun is so heavy like hell, but stable like hell, so that's perfect.
Then there's the human side of it. Shooters out on the course often have support from national team members who finished their shooting yesterday. Great Britain's Josh Martin is out to look after a mate.
So today I'm here helping Ben Mcilwaine. He's shooting open class today. I shot all my factory scores yesterday. Currently there are 2 or 3 people in front of me that just need to drop 1 or 2 points, and then that will put me into a bronze overall for the World Championship.
Ben shoots this one well, but makes an error right at the end.
It's a very quick stage. Out of breath. Just trying to be really deliberate and make good shots early on. And it's just one of those things that's a very close one. And yeah, it's a fine margin between trying to be deliberate and careful and on a fast stage like that. So yeah, happy with an 11 on there.
On a nearby stand based around a tree with a low branch, Ryan Charlton is faring better. He straights it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Some small targets. You can definitely see some of them being missed. So pleased to get that one, and we're on the home straight now. Looking forward to finishing and seeing how everything shakes out. Stressful? No, I love it. The stress is what you feel when you deserve to be here, and it means you care about it. So everybody here has worked really hard. Everybody here is some of the best and the very, very best in the world.
Everyone is expecting an American winner, and there's a reason for that. Here's top US shot and fellow YouTuber Jason Nedved.
I came here probably 3 days before the competitions and then get used to the range. I was able to come here, do a little bit of practice. I even came early a month ago and shot as well to different stages, but just to see what the range is about, the high angles, stuff like that. So that was a big help for getting your mindset right, knowing my paperwork is right, the rifle's good, the ammo's good, everything is spot on for coming here for this big event. It's just one less thing to stress about. I shot yesterday, shot factory, and I did really well. Had a rough day 1, but then day 2 came together, and I always do better on day 2, so that worked out. Had a good time. Finished strong. I want to go home finishing strong. I think the key is our availability to shoot ranges. We can shoot in our backyard. Like my backyard, I got targets already set up permanent. 50 yards, 100 yards, 190, 275. That's just for my rimfire. For centerfire, we can shoot out to 600 yards just from our backyard. So for us, all I do is grab my gun, walk 10 yards, 10 meters, or whatever, and then I'm right there. I can shoot. Any weather, if it's windy out, go shoot a couple rounds. If it's nice out, go shoot a couple rounds, make sure zero's on. It's just the availability, I think, is why we strive so much more.
As the last day progresses, it becomes clear that the top score may go not to an American, but an Australian, Michael Blackburn.
He's got 7 points clear, basically, is what I'm saying. So he's up there, yeah.
So we've only got an hour or so to go. Can he be caught?
Oh, that I don't want to say, because that's a question you can't ask, Charlie. Sorry, no.
Everyone is still biting their fingernails as Bergara shooter Michael steps up for the last stand.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
Yeah! Attaboy, backers!
Pretty amazing. I shoot a lot of rabbits and I have a range very close, luckily, so yeah.
Hell of a way to come to do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I came here with a goal and that was to win, so yeah, I didn't know if it was achievable, but yeah, that was my goal and I bloody done it.
Well done, Blackers. Matt Stein from the USA is second, and the GB's Josh Martin is third. Josh goes on to win the factory division for Team GB. The USA wins team golds in men's open, senior and ladies divisions. GB's Holly Duggan wins bronze in the ladies competition. Follow the link below for the full scores. The GB team finishes second overall, Canada in third, and the winning team is USA. America's shooters know they are under pressure for the next Rimfire Championship in 2027.
Is that